To go from courtside here in Morgantown. Christina King will jump against Imani Littleton. West Virginia, St. John's in the quarterfinals. We'll get to the starters here after the ball goes up, and it's one controlled by West Virginia, traveling right to left. The usual starters, Ray with Pardee, Davenport in the backcourt, King at the 4, Muldrow at the 5, and it's King to Muldrow, and Tiana lays it up and in. Muldrow scores. West Virginia in the lead, 2-0. 3 guards, 2 forwards for the Johnnies. It'll be Aquino Wellaire in the backcourt with Alicia Cabey, also Tiana England. Forwards are Maya Singleton, 11 boards per game, with Imani Littleton. The ball is on the left wing side to Wellaire. With the left-hand dribble coming down is Cabey. She lays it after a baseline left drive in after it hangs on the rim and falls down to tie us at 2. 40 seconds gone by here in this opening quarter, and a trip to the semifinals on the line for WVU. Pardee, right wing side, head fake, stops the left elbow, now flips it left side onto Davenport. She drives in the lane, a floater with the right hand, too strong off back iron, and the glass cleared by the blue and red clad Johnnies. To the left wing side, spotting up for 3, Wellaire hits the tray. West Virginia now trails 5-2, 5 unanswered by the Red Storm. They come with a trap. West Virginia breaks pressure across the timeline to Pardee, right side in the lane. She tried to bounce pass, but it was kicked away by St. John's, and we have a whistle and a West Virginia ball coming baseline left out of bounds.
And that's a tough pass to make in the paint to King. She's so long and athletic. Once you get in the paint, throw it up, make her go get it so she can finish at the rim. Ball
coming in from Ray to the corner left. Muldrow has it with 8:45 to play, and the Mountaineers trailing by 3 early. Davenport spots up for 3, too short. Fight for the rebound, popped around, who's got it? And it's tipped around. West Virginia comes out of there with it with Ray. Bouncing to a cutting Davenport, who lays it off the left window. West Virginia has cut the deficit to 1 early. 8 minutes, 28 seconds, wanting in this opening quarter. And St. John's coming forecourt. It's Tiana England running things. England stops to the right wing. She flips it up top to Littleton. Littleton looking for someone to throw it to with 14 to shoot. Muldrow is all in her space. It goes to the left side, outside to Cabey, who steps into a 3 and airballs it out of bounds. Right baseline, West Virginia ball. Good defensive stand by the Gold and Blue.
Good recovery off that ball screen by Davenport. She went under, but she was able to close up quick enough to get a hand up and deny the shot.
Here comes Ray to the left side. It goes to Davenport. 2 minutes off the clock. The Mountaineers down a point. Right side, ball fake, Pardee. Pardee back to the left side. Davenport open for a triple, but it's too strong. Hits off right iron and up over the backboard out of bounds. It'll be St. John's basketball as these two teams meet for the first time since 2012, the former Big East rivals, in the 25th meeting all time. John Thomas told you in our pregame show that it is Virginia Tech that the Mountaineers are vying for a semifinal matchup against. They beat the Tide earlier this afternoon. Top of the wing, with it is Cabey. Cabey, foul line extended, dishing off to Littleton, who drives the lane, lays it in, and make that Singleton who scores to make it 7-4. St. John's leading WVU. 7.5 to go in this opening period. Ray sets it up outside right for West Virginia. Works a high ball screen from King. King inside the arc, flips it left side to Davenport. 18 to shoot for Naomi with a right-hand dribble. She's at the foul line and beyond. She goes to the short right corner. Now to King. King driving right to the blocks, puts a move on her man, and was able to blow by Littleton to lay it in. 7-6, St. John's.
And King is picking up exactly where she left off versus JMU. She was getting that ball in that mid-post area and just been able to drive directly to the basket.
Down the lane, England tried to pass off to Singleton, but West Virginia defends well. They've come out, they've played some pretty good defense here in the opening 3 minutes and 6 seconds of this one. 6:54 to go. 7-6 St. John's over West Virginia in the WNIT quarterfinals. Left wing side, here's England working on Ray. Works his screen to the left elbow, nearly throws it away into the West Virginia bench. With it as Wellaire, driving up the baseline right, and they're going to get King turned around as she tried to seal off the baseline. I'm not sure that that was a good call by official Keisha Thompson, and Mike Carey will give her the business. I thought that was good defense. Sealing off and driving into her was Wellaire, but that's the first on King. Can ill afford that. 47 points in this WNIT tournament for the senior Christina King. 7-6, St. John's over West Virginia. Johnny's with the ball, coming left to right. At the left elbow, England comes in, down to the baseline. She's doubled there, flips it out to the wing, and it'll go to Wellaire once more. Up top, with the ball is KB. KB has it stolen by Muldrow. Muldrow ahead to Pardee. Behind the defense, Katrina. Left window layup, missed it, but King follows with the offensive rebound. To the right corner it goes to Davenport. Davenport driving up the baseline. Right elbow to King. Into and out of her hands, but the loose ball goes to Ray. 10 off the shot clock, that's it. Ray driving, kicking out now from the lane to Davenport. Return pass to Shania on the left wing side. 12 to shoot. Shania, right-hand dribble in the lane, but sealed off. Looking for help, finds Pardee with 8 to shoot. Pardee long 2 on the way, but it's strong, and she missed it. The rebound goes to the Red Storm. 5:45 to go. 7-6 is still our score with St. John's in the lead over WVU. West Virginia shooting 3 out of 8 early on. St. John's 3 out of 4. To the right wing, it goes to Singleton. Singleton to a cutter down the lane, but blocked from behind. King on England. Thunderous block by King, who's been doing that all tournament. Now Ray back the other way. She stops. She pops in the lane, but missed the J. And the carom goes to St. John's. And they slow it down finally. Tiana England, the Stamford, Connecticut redshirted freshman guard, a 4-time Big East Freshman of the Week. She works on Ray and surveys with a left-hand dribble this Mountaineer defense. Clad in the white and gold, West Virginia. The blue and red for St. John's. Wellaire turning, spinning, whistle, basket, no, but foul, yes. Should be on the floor. And they're going to get King with her second, and that is bad news for WVU. King, the best player in this WNIT for West Virginia, has an early 2 fouls, and we have an under 5 timeout. 4:59 to go in the opening period. Cindy Harden has come in for Christina King. It's going to be interesting to see what life without Christina King is like. She picks up an early second foul, and for those watching at home, see her on the bench. She's not at all happy with the 2 fouls that she's picked up.
Absolutely. The first one I really thought was not a very good call for a tournament game. But Harden's going to have to come in with a lot of energy, as she has been doing these past few games for the Mountaineers. But she's really going to have to pick it up in the department of scoring on the offensive end.
Meanwhile, Aquino Wellaire misses both free throws for St. John's. We remain at a 1-point game. Quadasha Hoppy, their second leading scorer, has checked in to the lineup. Meanwhile, Ray, right to the left elbow, now top of the wing for WVU. 15 to shoot, works a screen from Muldrow, flips it out front to Harden, who head fakes and drives. Left of the lane, flips up a shot, it's over everything, and into the hands of the Johnnies. Here come the Red Storm left to right. Spotting up at the left wing, Wellaire, back out front to Tiana England to reset the play. 4.5 to go in the opening period. St. John's 7, West Virginia 6. High-low game underneath. England bowls over Pardee. No foul and an easy bucket. It is now 9-6 Johnnies. Pardee had her ground established from our perspective. At the high wing, Ray to the left side. Davenport inside the three-point arc. Bounces to Muldrow left of the lane. Trying to back in. Tiana pivots, flips it corner right, 3 on the way. Ray too strong, and the glass carom goes to St. John's. On the gas pedal is England. England to the right side. Her pocket picked by Harden, but she recovers. England fires to the left side. Ball rotate for a 3. Corner left. It's way off the mark and strong by Hoppy. Ray turns on the speed right to left. To the right side, bouncing to Pardee. 3.5 to go in the opening quarter. West Virginia, their last field goal coming at 7:07. We're at 3:31. Down to Muldrow, who stops, hops, and pops it in from 5 feet. West Virginia down a point. That broke a 3.5-minute spell without a field goal for WVU. Now nonchalantly left to right, here's Tiana England. England, part of the all Big East freshman team, goes to the high post. Here's Littleton. Littleton back to England. They rotate Hoppy to the right side. Wellaire for 3 hits. Wellaire makes it 12-8 St. John's. 3 minutes to go.
And that's her second 3 of the game. When she's out there on the three-point line, the Mountaineers have to close out on her and force her off of that line.
Between the rings, Ray. Inside of 3 minutes. Deep right wing Pardee. Working a screen from Muldrow in the lane. Pulls up at the foul line. Jay is short. And the offensive board put back Muldrow there to score it. It is her third field goal. She has 6 of West Virginia's 10 points with 2.5 to play in this opening period. 2 at press row for the Mountaineers. Ekelar and freshman Ashley Jones. 1 for St. John's. In the next horn, we'll have subs. England slashing to the basket. Goes with a left hand off the left window. Tiana England lays it in, her first field goal. 14-10 St. John's. Down the other way, a block from behind. Harden stepped along the baseline. and they're going to say it is West Virginia ball. As Jones and Ekelar come in. And then Mike Carey has insisted the officials, what about?
He wanted a foul on that play.
On Harden, yeah. Let's get another look for those at home. Oh my, yeah. Fair enough. Left baseline inbound. Jones fires to Davenport. Jump hook using the window. She banks it home and is fouled. Perhaps a makeup there. Wellair called for the foul. And it'll be a three-point play attempt for Naomi Davenport, who is 1 out of 4 from the field. Her first points of the afternoon. And Davenport, the Trinity Valley Community College player, misses the free throw, but it's off on the rebound attempt of St. John's, and it'll stay West Virginia ball.
Good hustle by Tiana Muldrow on the offensive glass, and we need to see more of that from the Mountaineer forwards.
Left wing off of the inbound, Ashley Jones. 2:13 to play opening quarter. West Virginia trails by 2, 14-12. Pulling up baseline left, floater with the right hand. Davenport, no, but Ekelar fouled on a putback attempt after grabbing the offensive rebound. It'll go on Singleton. Singleton was a high school teammate of Shania Ray's at Riverdale Baptist High in suburban Maryland. And now Ekelar, who only played 2 minutes in the last game, fewest minutes she's played since the 20th of January against Iowa State, rattles out the first of 2 free throws on a chance to tie this. West Virginia trailing 14-12. Ekelar, a transfer herself from Ohio State, bends at the knees. The 6'5" junior hits, pulls West Virginia within 1. 2 minutes to go in this opening quarter. England left to right for St. John's in the lane. Kicks out, corner left 3 on the way, and that rattles home from Andrea Adams. Checked into the game, the 5'10" sophomore guard, making it a 17-13 St. John's lead.
And they have to know the scouting report, and Adams, is shooting 38% from 3.
Speaking of threes, corner left, Jones lets one fly, misses strong. West Virginia is 0 out of 4 there in the early going. 95 seconds to play. England on the left elbow, pulls up, sealed out by Ray, dribbles out of there to the left wing. 17-13, Johnny's in the lead over the ears. WNIT quarterfinals. Ball to the left elbow, Singleton driving down the lane, missed a shot, but an offensive rebound. A fresh 30, no, never hit iron. With the ball, England at the top of the wing, 5 to shoot, steps back along 2. That's short, and the glass cleared by WVU. Jones turns on the speed. Davenport behind the defense, fed nicely. Good look, Jones to Naomi Davenport, laying it in. West Virginia within 2. Good vision by the freshman Ashley Jones. Davenport hustling down on the offensive end, getting behind the defense. The transition game as Davenport again hustling, this time deflecting a St. John's pass with 49 seconds left. It goes out of bounds near sideline stripe. Davenport will come out, so too will Harden. Pardee is back into the lineup. And Ray after quick rest. Ball comes in from the near sideline at quarters court. 3/4 court, the ball to the left side, England. England out front onto Adams. Adams with a right-hand dribble, 8 seconds to shoot. 38 on the game clock, opening quarter, 2-point lead Johnny's. Left wing pulling up, left elbow floater at the buzzer, it's no good. Fight for the rebound, it is off of West Virginia. And Mike Carey is gonna go to an official here to look for a little help, as I thought that ball, as we get a second look, last touch to St. John's player, and I think replay confirms our suspicions. Johnny's get it, 29 seconds left. Only a half-second difference between the game and shot clock. As a baseline left J, missed short from 10 by Singleton. On the gas, Ray, right to left. She dribbles to the right wing, spots up with 17 left for 3 and hits. There it is, West Virginia, the lead at 18-17. 10 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Ray had all day to set her feet and fire. On the left wing side, now out front with the ball, it's Adams. Adams with 1 second left at the elbow, at the buzzer, she misses a 13-footer. So it's West Virginia who has the lead at the end of one, but it was St. John's the majority of the opening at the end of one here at the Coliseum. And it'll be St. John's ball coming in from the far sideline, traveling left to right to Johnny's, the former Big East rival of the Mountaineers. Rolling to the left elbow, the ball from England onto Adams. Adams steps back, the J is rimmed short, fight for the rebound, offensively won by St. John's. Singleton a putback, no good. And the rebound, West Virginia. Here comes Ray. Ray with a trailing Pardee on the right side. Return pass to Shania. Now it's Jones, the freshman, will run the show with 20 to shoot. 30 seconds off this opening quarter clock. It's 18-17 here. Muldrow all day for three. Right side, but an air ball. What happened there? Missed it. Hardly ever happens to the fourth all-time scorer in West Virginia history. Now it's England. Between the rings picked up by Jones. So it's Jones, Ray, along with Pardee, Muldrow, and Ekelar. On the left wing side, it's KB. Pulls up at the elbow. She missed a 10-footer strong, and the glass cleaned by Jones. Turns on the speed right to left. Here comes Ashley, the freshman. Pivots at the foul line. Right side, Muldrow now playing the 4. Flips it to the right over to Ray. Ray with a left-hand dribble, slashing to the lane. She's fouled. I think they're going to get KB. Yep, she was all over Ray. Got her on the left elbow. Sophomore guard out of Philly. She went to the same high school but did not play with Ashley Jones. Newman Goretti out of Philly, as Jones didn't transfer to the famed basketball school that's produced a ton of talent until her senior year. Now Ray from the line hits the first to extend West Virginia's lead to its largest mark, 2 points. Shania, one of the best free throw shooters we've seen in some time, 81%, and hits both free throws. West Virginia in the lead, 20-17. Last minute sub Davenport for Ray. So this is an interesting lineup. Look, we don't usually see Jones, Davenport, Pardee, Muldrow, Ekelar, that configuration.
We don't, but with the way Ashley Jones has been playing, it's no surprise. She's been doing a really good job on the ball, finding her teammates and generating offense.
Right of the lane, KB flips it left elbow. Singleton steps back for a long 2, gets the shooter's roll and rattles it home. She averages 11 and 11, does Singleton. It's a 1-point game with West Virginia leading 20-19 over St. John's. Pardee at the top of the wing, bouncing in the lane to Muldrow. Jump hook with the right hand. She scores. Muldrow 8 points, 4 out of 5 shooting for WVU.
Great decision there by Pardee in the first quarter of this game. She took a little pull-up shot off of that on-ball screen. That time she decided to feed Tiana Muldrow, who's shooting so well, 4 for 5 from the field.
Singleton right wing side. She flips it out front. Now it goes over to the left wing to KB. KB picked up by Davenport. Air has it. Fakes a shot. Dribbles. Pulls up. Jumper with the right hand. No good from 10. For Davenport. Ahead to Jones. Pass nearly intercepted. Ashley dribbles into a 1-on-2. Through defenders and scores off the right window. And timeout called by St. John's. You mentioned Jones is playing well. She took on 2 defenders and split them. The old 7-10 split. Ashley Jones. And we have a break in the action. 7:44 to go in the second quarter. The score, Mountaineers 24, St. John's 10. Back to the Coliseum with the WNI official pepperoni roll of the Mountaineers. And you can purchase that famous pepperoni roll during all West Virginia football, basketball, and baseball home games. At the concession stands, truly is the official pepperoni roll of the Mountaineers, and they are proud of it. Dan Zangrili, Yaya Dunning courtside. Good to see West Virginia starting to pull away in the paint as they hold a largest lead of the afternoon, 5 points.
They are. West Virginia 16 points in the paint versus St. John's. But the most impressive stat line that all came in the first quarter was the Mountaineers had 6 offensive rebounds. That's something that they're going to have to continue to do. They haven't been able to get any offensive rebounds so far this quarter because they're shooting 67% from the field. But they have to continue to get offensive rebounds, send the 3, 4, and 5 at the glass.
Left elbow, it's Hoppy back into the game for St. John. She drives the baseline left, sealed off there by the Mountaineers. And she'll defer inside the paint to Littleton. And it is Littleton who scores it. And it's now a 3-point lead for West Virginia, 24-21. Inside of 7:15 to play as Jones proceeds right to left, goes right wing to Pardee. Pardee works a screen from Ekelar. Up top, Muldrow. Return pass, Pardee. 3 on the way. Got it. Flushed it. West Virginia 27, St. John's 21. 7 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Great execution on that play. They ran a little give and go with Muldrow and Pardee, with Ekelar setting a flare for Pardee, and Pardee was able to knock down the shot.
Hoppy left-hand dribble, drive, stopped by Ekelar. Thunderous block, second of the game for West Virginia. Flag down by Jones in the left corner. Now she turns it on, brings it up right to left. She's at the top of the wing. 6.5 to play. Onto the right wing to Davenport. Davenport down underneath, looking to Muldrow, stops and pops, fouled, but rims short the 10-foot shot.
Great decision there by Naomi Davenport. Her and Muldrow went into a little two-man game. Muldrow set the ball screen on the wing. St. John's switched. Muldrow with England on her, has a mouse in the house. Naomi Davenport did an excellent job of feeding her and letting Muldrow just go to work.
And there you see Ekelar, for those watching at home, the Ohio State transfer who's been putting it together after a slow start to her West Virginia career. Meanwhile, Muldrow getting 2 shots and hits the first of 2. The foul, by the way, was on England. That is her first. Tiana England, the point guard for St. John's. West Virginia holding its largest lead now at 7 points at 28-21 as Muldrow hits both free throws at 81% on the year. Tiana puts West Virginia in the lead by 8. Clap of the hands from Mike Carey saying, let's go. Up the floor, left to right. Here comes England. To the deep right wing. Out front, Littleton. Littleton between the rings. Looking to get it back to England, the point guard. Now, Wellair comes out of there to get the ball with 15 to shoot. Flip it to the corner right. England now slashing to the lane. And she's blocked again from behind. Ekelar coming down with a loose ball. That forces a reach-in foul on England on a West Virginia ball handler in the backcourt. And let's take another look on the replay as, well, she was able to get enough on it. And the foul is, by the way, St. John's second. West Virginia holding an 8-point lead. Back to work with Ray running the show. She's on the left wing. Up top, here's Muldrow. Muldrow on a high low down to Davenport, but she's denied by Singleton in the lane on a jumper. To the left side, transitioning Wellair. Wellair goes to the short left corner, back out front. The ball to KB. KB with 5:45 to go, handing back off to England. She's at center court. Resets the play, dribbles with the right hand, right elbow, flips it left side, catch and shoot 3 on the way. Too strong from Wellair, fight for the board. And it's coming back West Virginia's way as it'll be Singleton with the foul. He was going up against Ekelar. So number 3 on St. John's. Hoppy is in the game again for St. John's after a quick breather on the bench. The score, Mountaineers 29. The Johnnies, the Red Storm 21 in this quarterfinal matchup in the WNIT. At the high wing, Muldrow handing it off to Davenport. Right elbow, now the right block. She drives, block from behind, gets it back, but she stepped on the baseline. Out of bounds and a turnover to St. John's. As we'll see, Kayla Charles, the Far Rockaway, New York, 6'3" freshman forward, who's averaging about 7.5 minutes a game, her first action of the afternoon. St. John's hasn't scored in over 2 minutes. They've been outscored by 7, 11-4 by the Mountaineers here in the second period. Hoppy on the right wing. On a bounce to the short right corner to Singleton. Thought about shooting, but Ekelar seals her off. Now she steps back on Ekelar and shoots over top of the 6'5" junior from the right elbow. 29-23, Mountaineers the edge. Right wing, as Mike Carey calls out the ears play with the left-hand dribble. Pardee flips to Davenport, who shoots a 3, missed it strong, and the rebound, St. John's. Ahead, having some trouble with the basketball. Wellair will give it to the more adept point guard, KB. Now, in there is Hoppy running the show. Wellair gets the handoff midcourt. KB, left wing side. Charles, her name into the mix, 15 to shoot. Top of the wing with the right-hand dribble. Wellair handing to Hoppy inside the three-point arc. Littleton pulls up at the foul line. Jay is short. And the rebound, Ekelar. Nice job, Teresa. Ahead to Ray. Mountaineers pushing right to left in the lane. Ray feeds, cutting Davenport in traffic. Left window side was open for Davenport, who has now 6 points for West Virginia. Make it 8, 31-23. 4 minutes to go in the half.
What an impressive find by Ray. I still don't know how she threaded the needle on that pass.
Left side, KB to Singleton, right elbow, the J, too strong. Rebound pulled down, fought for Karam to Littleton. Left side, it'll go to Wellair. All right, a chance at a fresh 30 for St. John's. They are looking to get into the set. They've had to take some low percentage shots in this one. Lost the dribble. Hoppy stepped out of bounds at three-quarters court near sideline. Lost that dribble, and it is a 3:39 stoppage of the clock. 31-23, West Virginia over St. John's, and for whatever reason, are we going to have a media? Yes, we will have a media timeout, I think, or no? No, there's Okies 79-61. Virginia Tech earlier this afternoon beat in the bottom half of the bracket Alabama. So that's what is waiting in the semifinals. We're back to live action. Ray to Harden, who's into the lineup. Left side, Davenport. Top of the wing, Pardee out there with Muldrow. Corner right three, catch and shoot. A little short from Davenport. Fight for the rebound. It's going to be a foul on Harden. Pushing in the back, the Energizer Bunny, freshman out of Chicago, Illinois, Destiny Harden. West Virginia back in that man-to-man defense. In the lead 31-23. They've outscored 13-6 St. John's. Johnny's with it. KB at the top of the arc. Well-Air, left elbow. Offensive foul. Too aggressive was Well-Air trying to set up a ball screen. 3:09 in this period, and here comes Ray up the floor. Shania Ray, the senior out of Alexandria, Virginia. To the right side, Pardee. Pardee with the left-hand dribble up top is inside the arc. Goes back to the corner. On the right side, Davenport looks for help. Hands it off to Muldrow, 10 to shoot. Now to Naomi again. Naomi left-hand dribble down the lane, kicks to Pardee, open for three. Yes! Got it! Pardee with her second tray of the game. West Virginia 34, St. John's 23. 2 minutes and 35 seconds to play in the half.
Good job by Davenport. She caused that open shot for Pardee. She drove the ball hard to the paint, sucked in the defense, and kicked it to wide open Pardee.
To the left side, here's Hoppy, beg your pardon, Singleton, top of the wing. Hoppy gets it back, 10 to shoot, long two on the way. That's a low percentage shot that's strong. Well-Air, right of the lane, turning, spinning, drives through the defense and lays it in. That's a rare, easy shot that we've seen in the second period where an offensive player has been able to get by a WVU defender. 34-25. St. John's trails West Virginia inside of 2 minutes. Driving the baseline, right, laying it in. Pardee with a dribble drive right to the goal to score. 36-25, Mountaineers. Into the forecourt, here comes Hoppy. Hoppy running the show. The Indian Head, Maryland native, the 6-foot senior forward. Worked it down to Singleton. Left window, denied by Harden. Missed the shot. Now Davenport turns on the speed the other way, transitioning to the corner right. Now she's at the wing with 90 seconds to play, working a screen for Muldrow, who tries to suck up two defenders. Left side, Ray. She's at the top of the wing, Shania. She commands Davenport to move to her left and does so. 10 to shoot. Shania on the right wing side. Now pulls up at the right elbow. Wants to pass underneath to Davenport, who cuts nicely and along the right side. Flips it home from 3 feet. 38-25, West Virginia in the lead by 13, their largest lead of the afternoon. A minute to go before halftime. Top of the wing, Singleton, Well-Air cutting down the lane and through the back door for an easy layup. Rare breakdown we've seen defensively from West Virginia. 38-27, Mountaineers leading as Ray works on the right wing to the corner. She wants Davenport to move around her, and she wants to get it to Muldrow. Does so on a bounce right of the lane. Muldrow driving the baseline. She's sealed there. Kicks to the corner right. Ray for three. Too strong. In and out, no good. And the rebound pulled down by St. John's. 30 seconds left. Ahead, left of the lane. Hoppy underneath, fouled by West Virginia's Pardee. Clock will stop at 29.6, and a couple of shots are coming up. West Virginia picking up their first foul of this half, as Hoppy, the 80% shooter, who was held scoreless in a season-low 12 minutes in the last game for St. John's in a victory over Duquesne. 4 times a freshman of the week. She was the Big East freshman of the year. Quadasha Hoppy rims out the second free throw after hitting the first. West Virginia by 10 as the Mountaineers off the rebound lose the ball. Baseline right. And it'll be Harden coming out of the game for Ekelar. Adams is in for St. John's. Well-Air checks out. 27 seconds remain. Hoppy to inbound, baseline right underneath the Johnny's goal. Goes to the short right corner. It's deflected by Muldrow. Stolen. Ahead to Ray. West Virginia, a 3-on-1. Here they come down the lane, but into and out of the hands. The no-look pass. Ray with a little mustard on it to Davenport, who could not handle the pass. But West Virginia had numbers, unfortunately. They couldn't get the easy one. 18 seconds left in the half. West Virginia by 10, 38-28 in the WNIT quarterfinals. Dribbling at center court is Hoppy. Flips it inside the three-point arc. With the ball is Adams. Long two, rim short. Following the shot, Singleton hangs on the rim. Her putback, no. Third time, Charles at the buzzer. She cannot convert, and that'll be it for the second quarter. West Virginia, a lead as large as 13. Should be able to. Mountaineers in the lead by 10. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to the Mountaineers Sports Network from IMG. West Virginia with the ball left to right in the lead, 38-28. Dan and Yaya, glad to have you along. Here's Muldrow right of the lane, jumper. She hits, 5-footer, 40-28. West Virginia one shy of their largest lead at 13 points. Original starters back on the floor for West Virginia. Davenport, Muldrow, Ray, King, and Pardee. Ball deflected at the entry by Ray at the high wing, but St. John's recovers. King, though, comes up with a steal on a pass at the left wing side. Feeds ahead to Ray. Shania stands on the right side, has a trailer Pardee, who whips it left of the lane to Muldrow. One bounce with the right hand. Jumper in the lane is missed. And the rebound goes to St. John's, who sends out KB, England, Wellair, Singleton, and Littleton. Meanwhile, another steal underneath the bucket. Davenport only to have her pass stolen by Littleton. Littleton is on the left baseline. She kicks outside. KB for three. In and out, no good. And the rebound pulled down by West Virginia. All right, adventurous opening minute. West Virginia still in the lead by 12. Here comes Ray with the right hand. Rides a defender to the lane. She missed the jumper. Following the shot, Muldrow fouled with possession of the basketball. As Singleton picks up the foul, it will be her first of the game. West Virginia has done a pretty good job on Singleton, their leading scorer. It's been Wellair with 12 points, who scores it at 10 per game. That has been the issue. She has 12 of St. John's 28 points. Meanwhile, Muldrow hits the first of two free throws. 13 points for Tiana. 5 out of 7 from the field, 3 out of 3 from the charity stripe. West Virginia up 41-28, 42-28. Largest lead at 14 points with 8 minutes, 40 seconds here in the third quarter. Right to left to Johnny's, to the right corner. The ball goes to Wellair. Out front, Tiana England. England at the top of the wing inside the three-point arc. England backs it out of there with 15 to shoot. England with a left-hand dribble, and she's going to be fouled by King, who got turned sideways. I don't know about that. Another foul on King. They got it out for her today or what? I don't know. A second look for those watching at home. I mean, hardly a little contact. Tried to get close. But Ekelar in for her. Tight whistle on King today. 3 fouls. She sits. She's been held to 7 minutes. On the right elbow, England flips it to the corner left. Wellair driving up the baseline left. She's cut off there. Out front it goes. KB, 3-ball score. Big one for St. John's. Keeps him in it. 42-31 with 8 minutes to play in the third. Now it's Ray with the ball in between the rings to the right side. Davenport. Davenport, high wing. Will wind it back to the right side. Fires out between the arches to Pardee. Pardee 13 to shoot, driving to the lane. Flips up a shot and uses the left window to score it. Mountaineers 44-31. Up the floor, England on the gas pedal. Stops at the high wing. 7.5 to play. West Virginia leading by 13. Bouncing left elbow, Wellair. Rides Muldrow, fades away. Left block, the jumper from 10, no. Rebound, Tiana. Ahead to Ray. Ray pushing. Ball kicked around by St. John's, but Ray gets it back somehow. On the left wing, she pulls out of there and hits a three. 47-31, West Virginia. Ray with her second tray. Give her 8 points.
And in transition, the first thing that you're taught to do as a defender is stop the ball. In that possession, no one stopped Ray. She was able to just dribble, pushing the pace of this team. She is the heartbeat of the Mountaineers, and she's just been able to get whatever she wants. So she has to continue to control the tempo of this game.
4 assists for her. She's 2 out of 4 from downtown. Mountaineers 4 of 12, plus 12 in paint points. West Virginia 47-31 inside of 7 minutes as St. John's out of the break, throws it away. Down underneath, Littlejohn lost the handle. Davenport picks it up and feeds to Ray. Left to right, here comes Shania. Left elbow, Ray with the left-hand dribble. She works along the wing, now to the right, blocks it. She lost the ball, turning it over. Picking up the loose change is Adams. Ahead to Wellaire, down low. Lays it up off the left window and scores. St. John's now trails by 14. 6.5 to play in the third quarter. West Virginia looking for a 25th win at 24-11. Left side, here's Pardee. Pardee on a bounce up top, Muldrow. Muldrow 15 to shoot. Return pass to Katrina, who's fouled. Or no, it's just going to be knocked out at 3/4 court along the far sideline. Thought they got her arm. So West Virginia ball, 13 on the shot clock, in the lead, 47-33. Ball comes into Ray. Ray will set the play up with 10 to shoot. Works a high ball screen from Muldrow, now flips it to her. Back to Ray, open for 3, and rims it short from the left side wing. And it's out of bounds off of WVU. Coming back to the Johnnies, 6:06 to play. Third quarter. Mike Carey, clad in the blue tie with the blue shirt, hands on his hips as he stands towards midcourt at the edge of the coaching box watching St. John's. Adams left in the lane work. She winds it out to the foul line extended, steps back, hits a low percentage shot, and it's short off the front rim. Rebound, West Virginia, now Ray. At the flying WV logo, bounces with her right hand along her right hip. Her right knee is still wrapped as she nurses a sprained MCL. Bouncing down underneath to Muldrow. Muldrow turning, spinning, scores over 2 defenders, 16 points. She is unguardable today. Just you could tell, a different level Tiana Muldrow playing at this afternoon. 16 and 6, 4 out of 4 from the line, Tiana Muldrow. Now 19 to shoot back the other way. Adams along the left side wing nearly throws it away, but KB is able to flag it down. She's on the right wing side. KB driving on Davenport, and it's knocked out of bounds just shy of the short right corner. It goes out, and it'll be St. John's ball, 9 on their shot clock. 5:08 to go in the third quarter. 49-33, Mountaineers leading the Johnnies. Singleton, right wing side, getting the handoff to Wellaire. Wellaire flips up a shot. A prayer falls down from the left in the lane, a 10-footer. Johnnies pull within 14 again. 49-35, WVU inside of 5 minutes in this third period. Good crowd on hand here in the WNIT quarterfinals. Left side wing, Pardee giving it back to Muldrow, who gives it right back to her. Pardee driving right in the lane, flips up a shot, rims it short, and Eklar had it into and out of her hands, thought she was fouled, but here comes St. John's dribbling into a 1-on-2. Defended nicely, KB, her shot, but we're going to say a foul on KB on that fight for the board. It'll come back to West Virginia as Ashley Jones checks in, and also Hoppy, Quadasha Hoppy will be in the lineup for St. John's when we return. 4:32 to go at the media break. The score, Mountaineers 49, Johnnies 35. Stay with us. Second half action in the WNIT quarterfinals follows these words from West Virginia.
Very difficult to beat. And Shania Ray, as always, is filling up the stat sheet. 8 points, 5 assists already, and 4 rebounds.
And it's Ray bringing it up the floor off of the left baseline inbound as we return to live action inside of 4.5 minutes to play in this third quarter. Ashley Jones also out there with Davenport, Eklar, and Muldrow. On a bounce underneath, well done, Davenport. It gets to Muldrow, who returns the pass out front to Naomi, 10 to shoot. Davenport on the right wing side. Naomi with a right-hand dribble, short right corner, backs it up to the long right corner. Flips underneath to Ray, 3 to shoot. Ray flips up a shot, had a little more time than she shot. That ball with 3 to shoot. It was over everything, did not hit iron. The buzzer sounds, and the violation goes back to St. John's. Adams into the lineup for the Johnnies. Hoppy is in there now on the right wing side as well. She flips it high wing to Singleton. Singleton flops it down underneath, looking for Wellaire. Wellaire loses it out of bounds along the baseline left. And as the horn sounds, Pardee returns to the West Virginia lineup after a quick breather. Davenport will check out. West Virginia ball with 3:43 to play. And the Mountaineers leading 49-35 over St. John's in the quarterfinal matchup here in the WNIT. Virginia Tech awaits in the semifinals. We believe that game will be played Wednesday evening. Where? Unsure at this moment. Ray comes down the lane, kicks to the corner left. Three is good from Pardee. Score it, West Virginia with their 5th of the afternoon. The goal is good. St. John's is going to, I think, commit a foul. No, I'm sorry. Ekelar after the goal underneath the bucket. So Ekelar picks up a foul. It's number 2 on West Virginia, but a good goal, WVU. Fighting for position. In the off chance there was a missed shot, but Pardee has been shooting it well today. She's 5 out of 9, has 13 points. Now Wellaire on the left wing side, ball above her head, goes to the high wing. Now 3 on the way, and that is rattled home by Andrea Adams, the sophomore guard. Almost half of her shots in her career from 3, as she hits another. Johnnies are 5 out of 9 there this afternoon. 52-38, they trail West Virginia as we approach 3 minutes in the third quarter. Left wing side, Pardee turns, spins, and she goes short left corner on a bounce to Muldrow, who drives the baseline left. Is fouled, but her shot does not fall as she flips it up off the left window. The foul will be on Hoppy of St. John's. Look at Muldrow, just really hard to guard. And if you get a piece of her, you're going to foul her. Muldrow with 16 points, tied for a game high. She's 6 out of 8 shooting, and she remains a perfect 5 out of 5 from the charity stripe today. To go along with her 6 rebounds, also an assist, all in 27 minutes for the senior out of East Orange, New Jersey. Good on both free throws as she flushes it home to put West Virginia ahead 54-38. Tiana England returns to the lineup, and Hoppy will check out for St. John's. Inside of 3 minutes in this third quarter. Glad to have you along here at the Coliseum. Courtside, Dan Zangerly, Yaya Dunning. At the high wing, Littleton. Left side, Adams for 3. Hits another. Adams is 3 out of 3 from downtown. Give her 9 points off the bench in 9 minutes for St. John's. Keeping them within striking distance at 13. 2.5 to play, quarter 3, as Ray works on the right side wing. Beckons for a screen. Muldrow gives it to her. Right of the lane, the ball goes into Muldrow, who lost it. Mike Carey wanted a foul, didn't get it. Ahead to Adams. Adams dribbles to 2 defenders, takes it to the goal, can't finish. Following is Littleton, and then the third try with Adams, no good. And finally we have a whistle underneath. And Mike Carey basically says, now you call a foul. He wanted one down there. Muldrow will get called for it. It'll be her first. 2:15 to play, ball in from the left baseline. It goes to Singleton, feeding a cutter, Littleton. Now back between the wings, Wellaire as they reset the plays. We come up on 2 minutes to go. 54-41, West Virginia the lead over St. John's. England working on Ekelar, drives around her, bounces to the corner right. 3 on the way, too strong from Wellaire. The rebound, Jones, the freshman guard, pulls it out of there. Now she steps up over the 10-second line, flips it to the corner right to Ray. Ray now goes back to center court. Jones pops underneath to Ekelar. Ekelar, one bounce and high up the window, can't convert. But Pardee is there to rebound offensively. 15 to shoot. That never hit iron apparently. On the shot by Ekelar. Hit off the window but not the iron. 7 to shoot. Jones at the high wing to Muldrow. Muldrow drives down the lane, fouled, and scores. Through 2 defenders, too powerful to guard. St. John's commits the foul. It's Andrea Adams, West Virginia 56-41 the lead with 1:26 to go.
Great job with the contact.
Way too powerful. Muldrow, 20 points. It is the 18th 20-point game for Muldrow this year. Muldrow bends to the knees and hits. 3-point play converted. She is a perfect 7 out of 7 from the line, and West Virginia holds its largest lead, 57-41. $1:15 to go in this third quarter. Along the baseline, Littleton to Wellaire, cutting down the lane. A nice feed, and St. John's converts. That is now 15 points in this third quarter for St. John's. Ray on the counterattack between the rings. Shania wings it over to the left side. Pardee, corner left. Katrina, the right-hand dribble. The junior, 10 to shoot. She's at the foul line extended. Bounces in traffic into and out of the hands of Harden, who snuck into the lineup. Picked up by St. John's. 44 seconds to go. England works on Ray. Left in the lane. Cut off by Muldrow. pokes her hand in there. West Virginia comes out of there with loose change into a 2-on-2. Ray, no look pass left wing to Pardee. Kicks to the right side. Muldrow for three. It's good. West Virginia, the senior Muldrow is on fire. 60-43 WVU. Give her 24 points. Wow, Muldrow is unstoppable. 8 out of 10 shooting. 1 out of 2 from downtown. 10 now left on the game clock. England between the rings. On a bounce, it goes to the right side to Singleton. Singleton returned past Littleton, left side, Wellaire. Wellaire driving to the lane, cut off at the baseline with 2 seconds left. She's stripped of the basketball, and Ray holds it as time expires in the third. Through 3 quarters as we begin the fourth, with Ray out there with Pardee, Davenport, King, who's been held to just 7 minutes because of foul trouble out there to begin the fourth period, and Muldrow. Right to left, St. John's with the basketball. Singleton hands it off to England. She backs up inside the three-point arc, tries to feed underneath, whistle and foul. Scoring the goal is Singleton, and a chance for Maya Singleton to go to the charity stripe for a three-point play.
That's a tough cover for Pardee when because the Mountaineers switch 1 through 4. A lot of times the guards get stuck on a bigger forward. That means that West Virginia forward has to put a lot of ball pressure on the ball handler to not allow an easy entry pass into the post.
Singleton does convert on the three-point play. West Virginia's lead trimmed to 14, and we've got 25 seconds off the clock here in the fourth period. Mountaineers 60-46. Davenport has a pass stuffed. Wellaire sends it back, steals it, and is fouled on the other end trying to score along the left window. Davenport will pick up her first personal foul. Outside of King, West Virginia's done a pretty good job in the foul department, and really since the second half of conference play began to wind down, maybe second or third to last game before we went into the Big 12 tournament. We talked about West Virginia getting into foul trouble so often, and that really handcuffed them. They've really, I think, cleaned that area of their game up in a big way. As Wellaire misses the first of 2 free throws. The second one is up, and that is good from the junior guard out of Chicago, Akina Wellaire. Pressure comes in the backcourt. Pardee will come up over the 10-second line and get it to the right wing. For West Virginia to get into the offense, we've got a charge out of the way. Boy, I don't know about that. She was riding Pardee, and she just put her hand out and absolutely flopped. Just absolutely flopped. Just flopped. Flopped. I mean, it was unbelievable. I mean, like, unbelievable flop.
Pardee's definitely not that strong to knock her over like that. It's a tough call.
Well, one of the Academy Awards, we'll keep her in mind as a nominee. England pulls up at the left elbow. Missed the 10-foot J. Pulls it out of there on the offensive side. Duncan is into the game. England now between the rings, 7 to shoot. England right in the lane, drives down, flips up a shot, no good, and Ray pulls down the rebound. West Virginia leading by 13. Gets set up into the offense with Ray. Ray surveys. Ray bounces. Right elbow, Davenport now drives to the lane. She spins. She lays it in. Davenport 12 points. 6 field goals, 62-47 Mountaineers. Nice move by Naomi Davenport. England works on Ray. Ray tries to reach in there, steal it away. England has a little bit of an opening, but it's quickly sealed off by Muldrow. Hands it off to Singleton. Singleton tries to bounce underneath, but it hits the shoe of Muldrow. Now there's a foul apparently away from the play, and is there, Andrea Adams picks it up. But yet they're going to give the ball to St. John's. How in the world? Was there a foul?
I think they were resetting the shot clock.
Were they
back
15?
To 15, yeah.
Okay, I was going to say, is Adams even out there on the floor? No, corner left 3. It's way too strong from Duncan, and it goes to St. John's. They pull up in the lane at the buzzer with a J. Singleton hits. 62-49. West Virginia's lead trimmed to 13. At the top of the wing, Ray. Ray trying to work his screen from King. Pulls up, left elbow, kicks out Pardee. Pop it underneath to Muldrow. Muldrow, one bounce, whistle, basket, no. Hangs on the rim. But Muldrow with 24 points is going to go to the line again as Shamakia Duncan, the Staten Island, New York, 5'6" sophomore guard, picks up the foul. Muldrow is 7 out of 7 there today. A couple of bounces of the basketball, and she gets the shooter's roll and remains perfect. 8 of 8. Mountaineers 11 out of 13 there from the charity stripe. That's 85%. And the second free throw from Tiana. She hits both. Into the lineup is Alicia Caby. She'll return. Duncan takes a seat. Up the floor, here comes Duncan handing the ball off to Wellaire. Wellaire to the left side, Littleton. Littleton out front, and we've got a whistle, a foul underneath away from the ball, and that will go against West Virginia's Ray.
Her first team foul, number 4.
Ball along the left wing. England drives the baseline, has it stolen away. She tried to pass it underneath to Singleton. Pardee just stole her lunch money. Top of the wing, Ray. Back the other way. 3 minutes gone by here in this fourth quarter. West Virginia 64, St. John's 49. Ray's pocket is picked. England returns the favor. Davenport tries to defend, but England turns, spins, and lays and scores. The basketball off the right side glass. 64 to 51. St. John's kind of just hanging around. West Virginia cannot pull away.
The Mountaineers have really allowed St. John's to dictate the pace of this fourth quarter. They came out a little bit more aggressive as they get another steal.
It's Singleton on Davenport. Coast-to-coast layup score. 10 to 4. They've outscored West Virginia, has St. John's, and they've trimmed West Virginia's lead to 11, prompting a timeout for Mike Carey. He needs to rectify this and nip this in the bud. Right
now, St. John's scored 10 points, 8 of them being in the paint. They have to take care of the basketball, and then when they do turn the ball over, they have to get back on defense and not allow St. John's to get easy looks in the paint.
Ray out there with Muldrow, Pardee, King, and Davenport as we begin the stretch run here in the WNIT quarterfinals. Left elbow, King fires down to Muldrow, who can't finish on the right hand, hung on the back of the iron, and then the rebound going to St. John's after it fell off the tin. Coming up on 6 minutes to play, here's Tiana England. Into the lineup is KB, and now back to England. She drives down the baseline, kicks to the corner right. A three is missed by KB. Offensive board, Singleton can't score from the left side. Her own rebound a third time. Back to England with a fresh 30. Our Mountaineers did not do a very good job at all on the glass in that possession. Now England with all sorts of time between the rings to wind some clock, work a high ball screen through the lane, flips it up with the left hand, partially deflected into the hands of West Virginia. Now backcourt pressure, at least a little bit of it, was there for a moment as Ray comes across the 10-second line. 64-53, the Mountaineers the lead to Pardee on the right wing. Pardee 17 to shoot. High on the wing to King. King with the dribble and a handoff to Ray. Return it to Muldrow at the top of the arch. Weaving it to Pardee. Left side King, 6 to shoot. Pardee, dribble drive, off the window. Blocking foul, no, a charge on Pardee. Second of the game.
And that's a situation where Pardee has to take that 1-2 dribble pull-up. That's something that she's done such a really good job of perfecting. She saw that Singleton was set up, waiting for her to drive all the way to take that charge. Pardee has to take a 2 dribble pull-up and knock that in. She's capable of hitting that shot.
Instead, she picks up her 4th foul, and she'll have to sit down for a good while. 5:05 to play in this one. Ashley Jones in for her. She picks up the point guard, bringing it into the front court. Adams down underneath it goes. Charge is going to be called. Wellaire with her backside bowled over Ray, who took the charge. Well done by Shania to get West Virginia the possession back. Good job by Ray taking the charge. Established, and with 4:58 left, West Virginia the ball. Now the coach of St. John's, Joe Tardamella, giving the business to one of our officials, Bruce Morris, Bob Enterline, Keisha Thompson, our officials today. Jones to Ray at the 2 guard. Shania on the right side. She's doubled there. To the left side, it goes to Jones, 17 to shoot. Ashley works a screen as the pressure ramped up by St. John's. Ray to the right side wing. We've got a whistle, and we've got a foul on St. John's away from the ball. was screened to see exactly what happened and what Maya Singleton did, but she's called for it, and it'll be the third for St. John's. 4:37 to go. Timeouts, by the way, 2 apiece for each squad. Ball in from the right baseline. Jones pops it to Muldrow, corner right. Up top, it finds Davenport. Davenport, 4.5 to play in this one. To Muldrow in the lane. Her shot deflected. No, fouled on a jumper. Thought Singleton got all ball, but no, Muldrow will go back to the line.
I think Singleton thinks she got all ball as well. She's kind of frustrated with that call.
Yeah, it was 50-50 either way. Probably best in a no-whistle situation in the postseason, as Muldrow hits her 10th straight free throw, 10 out of 10, and she becomes the first West Virginia player in 13 years to go perfect from the line. 10 out of 10, last player to do it, as she misses on her 11th try. Yolanda Page in 05. Heck of a day for Muldrow, now with 28 points, going 1 out of 2 from the line. Ray, meanwhile, deflects out on the other end, baseline left, on the St. John's possession. 27 points. Is also, by the way, third most in a WNIT game for West Virginia. Steal off the inbound of the baseline left inbound. Ray comes up with another possession for West Virginia. 4:10 to go. 65-53, the Mountaineers in the lead. 4 minutes to play. Left wing side, Davenport. Davenport fakes his shot, dribbles out between the rings, goes to the right wing side, Ray. Ray 10 to shoot. Inside of 4 minutes now. High ball screen from Muldrow. Dribbling behind her back. Flips it underneath. Muldrow off the glass. Snuck behind the defense. Give her 29 points. 1 shy of her career high. Muldrow continues to be unguardable.
And Shania Ray is one of the most impressive passers that we've seen on this Mountaineer team for a while.
3.5 minutes left in this one. Adams flips it over to the right side. Deep 3 on the way. That's rimmed short by Wellair. Easy rebound, Muldrow. Muldrow now has 7 boards, 29 points, 7 rebounds, 10 out of 11 from the line. One of the better games she's turned in her career. And her career has been a Hall of Fame career. Between the rings, Davenport. Left side, Ray. Ray with 3:13 left. Ball in her right hip as we have a St. John's foul on KB, putting Muldrow back to the charity stripe, where she was 10 out of 11 and a chance to match her career high of 30 points. Muldrow scored 30 in the opening game of the season against Central Connecticut State, and she's tied her career high. 30 points for Muldrow. Wow, second 30-point game of her career. Now a chance for 31. She's got a new career high. In the postseason, Tiana Muldrow puts West Virginia in the lead 69-53. 3:10 to go. What a brilliant career. Just keeps on getting better. To the left wing side, KB. Foul line extended, ball poked out by Ray. The steal. Here comes Shania. Foot on the gas pedal. Left to right. No look past to King down the lane. Score! Oh! Shania Ray made it all happen coast to coast. Another brilliant senior. Inside of 3 minutes to go. Jacking a 3 on the other end. Corner left. Missed by Adams. And we've got a whistle and a foul underneath. But, let's continue to marvel at Shania Ray on a steal. Getting her left hand in there. Coming back the other way. The vision, eyes behind her head. How does she see King cutting down the lane? I have no clue.
She's just such an excellent passer to be able to find King and stop on a dime to get her that pass backwards behind her in transition. Just speaks to the ability of Shania Ray.
Free throw made by Wellair, breaks a 7-0 run by West Virginia. Good on both free throws. By the way, foul Muldrow. Muldrow with her second. 71-55 our score. West Virginia the lead. 2:45 to go in this fourth quarter. Into the front court comes Jones, running the show now as the point guard. The 2-guard Ray to the left wing side. Davenport finds it. 17 to shoot, Naomi winds it up to the top of the wing. Ray on the right side wing, inside of 2.5 to play. 10 to shoot, WVU. Ray, look at this ball handling by Shania. Pivots at the foul line, extended, was fouled. No whistle. Ray turns it over. Ahead, Adams gets a feed. Adams finds a player down underneath that. He's Littleton, and a foul on West Virginia, Davenport.
Number 0, Naomi Davenport. Her second. Checking in for the Mountaineers, number 22, Katrina Pardee.
Pardee for Ray. Ray's going to get a nice hand. Little gas. You can understand why, because she's just been making everything happen today. Shania Ray. Wow, what a game she's had. I mean, between her and Muldrow, two of the more impressive games that they've had in their Mountaineer career displayed today. No good. Littleton on the free throw. Fight for the rebound. Everybody going for it to Pile. Right of the lane underneath the St. John's basket. The arrow to West Virginia. Mountaineer defense has held St. John's to over their last 5 from the field. They haven't scored a goal in 4 minutes and 15 seconds. Duncan for Adams on a St. John sub. Ray 8 points, 8 assists, 5 rebounds. She's hit 2 free throws, 2 triples. What a day. Jones speeds down the floor to the right wing side to Muldrow between the rings. The high right corner gives it back to Jones. 2 minutes to go in this one. West Virginia 71, St. John's 56. To the left side, here's Pardee. Ball fakes left, now dribbles with the right hand on a bounce to Muldrow. 31 points career high, nearly lost it. Reach and foul will be called on the Johnnies. 2 shots are coming up because the Johnnies are over the limit. And it's Well Air picking up the foul.
Her fourth, and the Red Storm are over the limit.
1:50 to go. West Virginia 71, St. John's 56. Muldrow, who is 12 out of 13 from the line with a career best 31 points, 7 rebounds, bounces, and fires. Good. Folks, you're watching a future Hall of Famer at work. Up and good. Everything falling for Muldrow. Hangs on front iron and falls down. Listen to this for Muldrow. She comes out of the game.
She's been so efficient. Just if you follow women's basketball, not just the Mountaineers, to have 33 points on just 12 shot attempts. That just speaks to the ability of Muldrow, the efficiency of Muldrow.
3 flushed home along the left side wing from Adams, and a timeout called by St. John's. And a chance for us to step aside with 1 minute 35 seconds here in this basketball game. I do believe. Do we take a media?
But I think the Mountaineers are hoping to have at least one more game here at home.
Steal off the inbound. Davenport comes up with it, and here's Jones now being fouled in midcourt and with 1:29 left, and the Mountaineers leading 73 to 59. The foul called on Shamakia Duncan, and that'll put Jones at the charity stripe. This is Ashley Jones getting to the charity stripe for the first time since the 17th of February. She's made just 1 appearance in her last 22 games at the free throw line. So Jones, the freshman out of Philly, is going to shoot some free throws. Up and no good on the first of 2. So 33 points, most in a game, Muldrow, since Tynese had in 2 overtimes, mind you, 35 against Oklahoma. Up and good on the second, 74-59. Most points scored in the game, 38. That was Meg Bulger, Cleveland State, December of 05. Ball deflected, Harden in the game. And loose ball, midcourt. Pardee picks it up, gets it to Destiny Harden behind the defense, all alone. And there's an intentional foul, perhaps from behind. Boy, they really seem to want to grab Harden on that shoulder. She was really, really fouled hard, but she's a tough girl, no qualms about it. And she'll be going to the... They're going to call that a clean block? Wait a second. I'm going to take a second look at this. And from behind, that's all ball somehow, some way, I guess. I don't know. They want to get this over with, I suppose. Minute to go. And, wow, 14 seconds left on the shot clock. Jones will dribble it out and just try to get away from this thing. Just try to stay healthy. Now Jones, a reach and foul. Ill-advised.
Foul call on West Virginia. Number 1, Ashley Jones.
53 seconds left. 74 to 59, West Virginia. Nia Staples in for Ashley Jones.
At the line for St. John's, Tina Wallaire.
Both teams over the limit. And Well, Air will hit free throws, or try free throws. Will she hit them? Yes. The first is good. Tell you what, again, we hope to be playing here Wednesday night. Don't know. Could be going down to Blacksburg as the second free throw is up and good. St. John's within now 13, 74-61, but the horses out of the barn here with 53 seconds left. We're just kind of, it's unbelievable to watch the careers of Muldrow and Ray kind of come to an end here. Just a handful of games left. You hope to play 2 more and win a WNIT championship, but my goodness. Ray in 2.5 years to be in the top 10 all-time in assists. She comes up with 8 assists. As a ball scored from left side window by Pardee. And 26 seconds remain. Shot clock is off. West Virginia in the lead by 15. Corner left, open 3. KB, too strong. Rebound, 1 bounce. Hoppy, put back, and a foul. And that'll be on Ekelar. West Virginia center.
Foul called on West Virginia, number 34, Teresa Ekelar, her second.
But I'll tell you what, Tiana Muldrow, 4th all-time in scoring, 4th all-time in rebounds. Hoppy missed the first 2 free throws. She's the only player in West Virginia history to be a top 5 scorer and a top 5 rebounder. No other player has done what that lady has done in her career. For folks watching at home, Muldrow getting some much-deserved rest after a 33-point performance, 14 out of 15 from the line, 7 rebounds, powering West Virginia to a 76-62 win over St. John's. And they will be one of 4 teams remaining in the WNIT bracket. They win this one going away over the Johnnies in the